So to get started, you start with a line drawing or a sketch of the whale. It's up to you. If you want to sketch it out yourself, that's totally fine. Just make sure your lines are really, really light and so that they don't damage the watercolor paper. I list all of the materials that I use in the description box below if you'd like to grab those watercolors and the watercolor paper that I use. But if not, just use the supplies that you already have. You can still follow along and still learn a lot. So, and also if you'd like to see this in real time, head over to my website where you can find those real-time tutorials. I'll link that below as well. So I usually start my watercolors with a clean wash of water, so clean water, and I just paint that over the surface that I would like to paint first, and drop in an indigo, no, I used a Payne's grey from Winsdsor & Newton to start with, and then I just mix French ultramarine blue and burnt sienna to create a cool grey. So I put a little bit more blue in there, and I just add those shadows that you would see on the whale's white under the belly or on the belly, but you still need to see some shadows and things like that, so it stands out on your watercolor paper, which is white as well. And I paint the eye in with very pigmented and thick consistency of the Payne's grey, the Indigo by Daniel Smith. And here I'm doing a second layer of the Payne's grey, and so I wash the entire fin of the whale there in the clean water, and then I drop a dark amount of pigment or a thick amount of the paint and pigment on the edges of the fin, and it kind of bleeds in a really soft and organic sort of way, which is very typical colouring, I guess you would see on a whale. It's kind of blotchy but soft, and then I just paint a dark line and let it blend in the top to do the mouth there. I've also added some salt while the paint was wet behind the eye, on the back of the whale, to create some texture there. Now I'm just doing the shadows underneath the tail, and then I'll work on the bottom half of the mouth. So just drop a lot of pigment in that clean water again, and sort of spread it across and play with it a little bit. You want to get that rounded sort of appearance in the mouth there. And just going into a few more details in the eye. And now I just work on the belly on dry paper using that original grey mixture that I mixed for the shadows. And then I'm creating those lines or wrinkles, I guess, you see on the bottom of the whale. It doesn't have to be exact. This is a really, really fun and easy painting to do for beginners. There's no pressure. It just needs to look, roughly like a whale. These are great paintings to do for a child in a child's room or nursery art. You can apply these same techniques to a whale in different positions, and it all looks really, really lovely with a child's name and something like that on there. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.